Jason X, Friday the 13th Part 10, and we're on to that kind of running gag of when a horror series starts to lag, they throw that person into space. It happened with Leprechaun, it happened with Critters, it happened with Hellraiser, it happens with Jason Voorhees as well. The movie opens up in typical Crystal Lake, but it's a sort of research facility for a government agency who have caught Jason, who are doing some tests on him because of his regeneration abilities. As you would expect with Voorhees, he gets loose and it's up to the final girl of this little scene who manages to cryogenically freeze him and accidentally her as well. Then later on in the 25th century, a group of school kids who are visiting Earth on an excursion in an intergalactic spaceship happen to stumble across Jason's frozen body and this girl's and take them back to the ships because they now have the facility and the ability to reanimate these people. So pretty much what you have here is a kind of low budget science fiction movie along the kinds of the TV series like Andromeda and Babylon 5, that kind of thing. You've got Jason on this spacecraft just kind of doing his usual thing but just in a slightly different setting. And the movie's pretty fun. It tries to throw in some special effects that don't look great and you kind of wish they were a little bit more practical than what they actually are. And you have Jason just in these sort of almost cramped small hallways where he is a big hulking figure taking up most of it. There is an army on board this ship as well, so you get some nice scenes of people who are trained trying to take down this monster who just cannot be stopped. The same problem in this Friday that you get in most of the other ones is a lot of the characters aren't really that personable. You don't really get attached to them, you don't really care if they make it to the end of the movie. In fact, some cases you're kind of hoping that they don't and they get taken off sooner rather than later. But we don't come to Friday the 13th for the characteristics of some of the other characters. We come here to see Jason do his thing. And in this one, again by Kane Hodder, he is that hulking, heavy breathing lurk who is just decimating these characters pretty quickly, with one exception. Midway through the movie, there's an android aboard this ship, as there always is in these sci-fi things, and that android kicks Jason's ass severely, destroying him almost. And then we get these scenes of nanobots fixing Jason and turning him into Uber Jason. He looks very different, he looks very odd, not really like the Jason we know, but kind of still that same kind of Jason. And it really feels again like you're away from Crystal Lake, you're away from the usual humdrum of Friday the 13th, they're trying something new, it doesn't really work, and you wish they would go back to what they used to do and what they did well. It really feels like New Line, who take over the series from part 8, 9 and 10, really did just drop the ball greatly with these movies. I was really curious about checking out Jason X again. I've only saw it the once, it didn't leave a lasting impression. It didn't leave a lasting impression for a specific reason. It's not that great a movie. I still kind of prefer it a little bit to Jason Goes to Hell because it's just more fun, tongue-in-cheek, and it has that kind of, playful nature about it that the director throws into the movie. It's getting to the end of the Friday the 13th series, things are starting to wind down, they don't have as many good ideas. It does have Jason, it has some nice kills, it has homages to some of the best kills in the series as well. But ultimately the second half with Uber Jason just doesn't feel that great or necessary. And that's a shame because I was kind of having a little bit of fun with the first half of the movie. It gets this typical ending, and by the time it's done, it was already starting to vacate my brain as one of the Fridays that wasn't that interesting to me. Still, I did enjoy some aspects of it. It's not the best, it's not the worst. I would probably give it 2, and I want to give it a little bit higher, but I think that's just because I'm a fan of the Friday series. But yeah, 2 out of 5 is where it stands for me. Have you seen Jason X? Have you seen it in a while? What did you think of this one? What did you think of putting him in space? Do you think it worked? Do you think it just fell flat in his face? Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.